Hey Brixheads, Scott with 36 Bricks here, and this is my Lego room. Let's check it out. All right, guys, stream's going to start in a few seconds, so let's get those conversations rolling, participate in chat, and let's have a great time. Let's get building.
Hello, 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 everybody. Hope everybody is doing awesome. I am doing good. Welcome to the Wednesday stream. I'm super excited about the continued process of this build. I've done quite a bit off camera. If I pop this up and show you, like, this is the build. I definitely have to do like a little fountain or something there, put in the windows and all that kind of fun stuff. But this is kind of the progress that I've kind of done for the build, and I really like it. And it's a little hard to understand when I just pop in the building or show you the building. But so let me I got my other camera right. So let me grab that real quick and kind of show you. Oh, bear with me here a little bit. So I posted a little bit of progress. I guess I didn't plan this out all that much, but you guys get it. Okay, so this is basically what we're looking at so this is the building. Back here, you've got a little alleyway or walk through there. And then, you've got nice little design pieces. Kind of makes, everything pop a little bit. And then down here, we can really get in and see like kind of the entrance and all that kind of jazz, and where I'm going with it. So it gives that like, you know, uh walk through feel, but like it does quite a bit for the build. And then, you know, just rocking it through. Now, when I take this around and look from it from that angle, you kind of see, you know, the process, and you can kind of see, you know, the angling. And then down here, again, I apologize, but you can see the, you know, the minifigure view from that angle. There we go. So, and of course I'll be adding lighting and all that jazz, so it'll kind of put to everything together. Now, coming back over here, I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with this space. If I'm going to put in like a tall building or what have you. And then over here, we have the blue building. So I'm going to finish this building off if I have the parts. That's where I'm not sure. But I'm going to be excuse me, finishing off this building here. And then we'll jump right into the blue building, and that will give me time to focus on what I want to do over here. And I think that'll be cool. Now, does that mean I'm done with the Riviera? No, actually, that's just this section of the build. So I have already started putting together more water, and this is actually going to be the start of like the city. Um, for those of you that don't know, that are watching, um, my city is nowhere near. I had to redo everything because of the flooding and mudding. So if you take a look, um, there's not like the buildings are just kind of stacked there. So I definitely have a lot to work with as far as table space and all that jazz. So this is going to be kind of the start to that process, and I'm going to be having some fun. So that's going to be really nice, um, to actually like, you know, put things together and all of that fun stuff. So pretty excited about that. Pretty excited about that. There's nothing mm, to work. So let's get to work. As you kind of have seen, can't go much further than that. But I'm gonna be working on this section here. I'm working on the outside details. I will be honest, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do as far as the practicality of going up to the other levels, you know, doing stairs and all that. It does take space. I think it's probably on the outside, it's great, but on the inside, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be lit, but are people gonna be like, "Hey, where's the damn stairs?" So I think on these, I'm gonna just kind of hold off and not actually have the stairs in the buildings because these buildings are pretty small. Um, so there's not really a whole lot of room to add the stairs and stuff. So just gonna kind of work with it and see what comes out. Um, and then I've gotten in some pieces that I needed. So those are fun, and I'm just kind of working through those, which is great. Uh, Come on, get there. All right. All right. So the trick is that I don't have a whole lot of pieces that I need. So I'm gonna have to work through. Although I have so many pieces, it doesn't necessarily mean that I have the pieces that I need. So I'm gonna be kind of taking a step back to my part wall, and so give me a few minutes. I'm gonna be looking around for parts and going from there. Here, want a little dancing? I forgot all about this bin, and I might have actually a lot of the pieces I need. I just remembered about it. But because I have to. Do I? Sorry, it didn't freeze. I'm just trying to think of what I could use. Huh. Um. Well, this isn't fun viewing, so I think I'm gonna get back to this building. because I have to work some things out. So, I think maybe let's jump over to the blue. Yeah, let's jump over to the blue building and rock some of that out. And that way, maybe we can get some creative juices flowing and see what we can come up with. Okay. So what I had in mind for here is kind of a little bit of a straightforward building. I did want to see about maybe doing an archway, but I don't know that I have just to expand it, but give that like kind of the same as over here, where it kind of digs over to this a little bit, but I don't want to do too much because boats have to go, like the small boats and stuff have to go through here. So that's why I'm like, I'm not sure how I want to do that. But this is kind of the layout that I want to go. I have the dark blue at the bottom. And then I'm thinking about doing the sand blue on top. Because I think that would look rather nice. Plus, I have quite a bit of sand blue. So I think that'll look really, really nice. Plus, I can throw in some, like light bluish gray or some jazz like that, and see how that comes out. And then feather the other end. I'm thinking maybe do balconies on both sides. Scatter in a little bit of the dark blue. And then I definitely have to figure out where the windows are going. So this needs to be a door. And I need to do a door there. So it's going to be like a through and through kind of door. I like you. And then I'm going to have to figure out a different style of a balcony as far as the railing goes. I might adapt the how they did that over there. I think I like that method. I just don't I definitely don't have the spoons. Um I mean I can order them, but I just don't know that I really want to. Uh but we'll see what we have. Maybe I could just align the window. Oh, maybe like that. Yeah. If you guys have any thoughts, let me know. I mean, because, you know, the community type thing. Where are, okay. Hold on. Okay, so the building, the windows are going to go there. Are there any tiles or anything that I can use? No, not there. There are pieces in here I can use for the other build, though. See. All right, that one's done. But I did see something in here that I can over. Huh? Ah, throwing pieces all over the floor. All right. throw that in there. Get that out of here. Okay. Progress. Sorry, I'm throwing. Who's this guy? Who this? Who this? Who this? Hello, hello. Hope you are doing well, Matt. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. All right. So we're making progress on the Italian Riviera expansion essentially. So been working very, very hard on the build. Trying to figure out different things for the build. Here, are you able to kind of pay attention a little bit? I know you're at work. Depends. Oh, well, I wanted to show you the progress on the build. Yeah, that's good. Go for it. Okay, so so I got the other camera going. And so this is the overall, probably easier to move the camera. So this is the overall build so far. So got the ocean going, got some little waves. I will probably like move, like move some of these out and put like a story of people swimming or something, there. But I have the pinkish reddish building finally, for the most part, golden. I still have some tweaks and all of that to do. Got some roof going and all of that, and then it blends into the actual Italian Riviera set. And then I decided to do a green building back here. We still got a lot of work to do on that. And then like if you come through in here, we have a little flower shop that I'm working on. And then you can see the entrance to the green building back there. And then you have the orange building. I'm working on this building right here, the blue building. The reason why is because I think there's some pieces that I needed for the green building, but you can kind of see I reworked a lot of it. And there's kind of the inner walkway for it. So there's the through and through. Nice, dude. This is coming along very well. Yeah, so just a few tweaks here and there. But and then you see the pebble walkway, and then you actually get to see the full coloring. Of course, it's still got to put some plants and stuff like that in there, but you see kind of the full coloring of the build, on this side and on that side. So it kind of blends, sorry, kind of blends really well with the kind of rainbowish look, because obviously we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue. I'm actually thinking about doing a lavender. But I don't know because I do have room for like a building here to build it up, but it wouldn't my concern is that unless I go big, like really tall, it's not going to be seen from this angle. But we'll have to see. So that kind of gives us some ideas and thoughts. But yeah, so this is how it's coming out. And pretty excited about it. Working through some details and all that. It's been a lot of trial and error. Obviously with Mocs, that's always going to be the case. But yeah, like you as we like to, point out, it's like you do a couple things here and there, and then you don't like them or they don't work out the way that you wanted them, and then you change it, and then you go from there. But here at this point, I'm just kind of gathering up. I want to put together all the sand blues that I have. I'll sprinkle some other in there. Let me see what I have here. I'm gonna need. Hold on. Very cool. Dude, I just finished my big modular custom building after a month of working on it. On a lot of streams. All freehand, so I definitely get it. But I am quite pleased myself too. Awesome. Like, and that's, you kind of have to just sometimes work with what you have. And I know what you've been doing is you've been primarily focusing on um using what you have and not really ordering a whole lot. For multiple reasons, budgeting and just, making sure you use what you have. And so that's good that you're happy with it um and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's great, dude. I'm very excited. Definitely want to see it. Um haven't really got a chance to see a whole lot of stuff. Uh the job is definitely overtaking a lot of my life. Even on my days off, I'm constantly doing stuff for work. So yeah, I have these aren't sand blue. What are they? No, it's like a lighter blue. Huh. Very much using what I have for sure. Yeah. And that's the hard part because you you want to use what you have, but at the same time it's like there's definitely pieces that you're like, "Oh, I wish I had those." So you just, sometimes have to buck up and order, but then that takes time too. Um Maybe I sprinkle in some of these, and I know I've looked at that before. So yeah, fun stuff. So yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm at right now is I'm just kind of trying to cycle through and I'm I on quite a bit I've used or been trying to use my parts. It obviously has been difficult. But I have I've been working on some of the oceans um and like I'm just going through because I have a ton of 1x2 uh dark blue plates, and in fact I have a whole bin of them, and my mindset in using those was dark blue ocean, for the outer plates. And last night, me and my daughters, I'm going to take this off because I'm getting hot. Me and my daughters built, I think, what is it? Shoot. I think we built like 5 base plates, and you figure, well, I don't know the math. I mean, because it's 32 by 32. What's 32 by 30 times 32? Uh, Let me see. So 32 times 32 equals 1400, or sorry, 1024 studs. Obviously divide that by 2 since they're 1 by 2 plates. Divided by 2. Ah, crap. What was that? 1024? 1024 divided by 2 equals 512 parts. And I have a shoebox, one of these bins full of 1 by 2s. And I've been just building those like 5 plates, 5 base plates. I'm down to like probably 10 to 20% of the shoebox now. And that's just in the 5 plates. Good news is I can see if I can use other colors, because obviously as it gets lightened up, it's lighter. Or as it gets toward the ocean, you need to lighten them up a bit. But yeah, I know, man. It's amazing how much that stuff takes. Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing too, is I've seen at the Lego store, the last time I was at the Lego store, and I didn't get any, but they had it was like 3x3 plates in the dark blue color. And I was like, I was thinking about it, going, oh, that would be actually pretty good for ocean, but I didn't get any. So, you know, yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this color because this is what I have. Because I have a lot of 1x4 sand blue, but I don't have any of the other. I'll still throw in the sand blue in there, but so I mean, yeah, it definitely takes up a lot of um, parts, but that's the fun part about it, right? I mean, I used a good bit of 1x2 and some 1x4 dark blue tiles for some harbor area work. Yeah, yeah. So, I know that's the thing too, is I know it'll get to a point where I'm just like, okay, now I need to buy or order. Um, because at some point you're gonna run out of the parts that you need or want. I mean, but But yeah. So I mean that's kind of where I'm at the moment. It's just kind of rocking out uh the primary build, and then I work on the interior. A lot of times, I mean, you kind of know my process, but this is kind of for the people that don't know my process. So, what I typically will do in my process is I will build out the structure of the building like I'm doing now. And then from there, I will change things up and um, work on the inside. So I kind of work on the outside first, get that done, because that helps me visualize like what I'm actually working with. You know what I mean? Like the different parts or the space, and that's why on the exterior you'll see like the stairs and stuff like that on some of these builds, but on the custom kind of builds, I'm not really adding stairs. I mean, no, I'm missing that logistical factor, but I'm not really adding those stairs in because um I just don't have the space. Like if you look at this building, um I mean, where is the space for the stairs? You know what I mean? Like where there's just I mean, if typically stairs are 3 to 4 studs, but I mean that's half this building, the width of the building or depth or whatever. So that becomes difficult. But yeah, I mean like Matt says, stairs aren't exactly the most critical thing. I mean, they're great for those details, but it does become rather difficult when you're struggling on space. All right. Is that you? Matt, are you all set for Brick World Chicago? Because isn't that coming up? Because I know you like doing. Are you're able to go to that? Sorry, missed that last part. I was asking if you were all set for Brick World. And multitasking. No, I get it. I fully understand. I'm registered, have hotel room, but I have not yet figured out my travel. Gotcha. Yeah, my next um I'm not going to be able to go to Brickcentric. Um that's the uh new event coming up in LA. Uh I'm not going to be able to go to that, and then the next one after that is Solvang, which I still have to figure that out. I think I will be, because it's after the holiday season, I think I should be able to work out the days off. But I'm not 100% sure yet. Um, so that's kind of what I'm working on. I would really love to go to Brick Slopes. Um, well, I mean, I'd love to go to all of them. Um, I mean, at some point, right? I'll I'll try to hit all of them, but I feel like trying to hit all of them is like a full-time job in itself. I'm looking at another possible convention in the fall, I think. Oh, which one? I know I'm going to Bricks Vegas. That is a must. Um, but as far as um, but yeah, which one are you thinking about going to? And give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Ads be right back in a minute, but Toronto in November for Bricks in the Sticks. Or in the for Bricks in the Six. Cool. That'll be cool. Bricks in the Sticks. Not definite yet, but thinking of it, because I can drive to that. Nice. That'll be cool. That'll be different, because I mean, you're talking about like a different country. And of course, they do things differently to an extent. I mean, okay, so how do I liven these up? I've met a lot of Canadian friends, and a number of them will likely go to that event. So why not? Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you know a lot of people that are going, only makes sense to go. If you got the money and the time off and all that jazz, then yeah. Okay, so there's not a lot of parts. So I guess money, I don't know. LOL. Time off, not a problem. Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at too. Money, like at this point, the money, like I can figure out the money. Because I'm now working full time and all of that, I can kind of figure out the money, but the time off is actually where I'm not sure. Um, think I have a plan. Okay. Uh, yeah, money for me is tight this year. I hear you. I mean, like, we are. So, what we've actually been doing is, for the most part, my income, other than like some treats here and there, my income has been solely like going to pay off our debt. So, like, because I was off for so long, we did accumulate some credit card debt. Um, so like we've been focused on, clearing that. And now that we're getting that cleared, it's like, okay, we're gonna need, uh my oldest daughter's 15 and a half. She's gonna be driving soon. Uh we currently have my my truck, my wife's car, and our white car. So at that point, like, we probably are going to be starting to fix up the white car, make sure that's all good to go, and then we're going to hand the keys to that to my oldest daughter when she's ready. Um, and then um, and then my youngest daughter is now 13. She will probably be driving in a few years. She won't need to really drive until my oldest is out. Uh, so um, so I'm not sure as to what we want to do. You know what I mean? Like, so that's been kind of our primary goal is, to kind of snowball our debt and get rid of it. Um, my mom has two cars, and she's primarily using the one. Um, so we are like, I might just buy the one car off of her to give to either my youngest or my oldest. But you know, but we'll see what happens. I mean, that's kind of the mindset. Okay, so let me show you kind of what I have going so far. I'm most likely going to redesign the bottom section um, to match this. But that's kind of what I've got going on. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot. Like it's real. Like the colors are real busy, but I'm using what I have. Let me redesign this bottom. Ah. Like, how does it look on camera? Let me see. It is a bit busy, I think, because there's maybe one too many blue shades. That's what I was thinking. All right, well let me redesign the bottoms of the buildings, or the bottom part of the building for the windows. But anyway, so we've, like I said, been kind of steamrolling on the debt, or snowballing, whatever they call it, on the debt, so that we can clear a bunch. Because I mean, we're gonna need the finances for when my oldest goes to college to help her. And then same with my youngest, because we would like to fund their college and not have student debt. Or if they do, it's very little. I honestly wish I had a dink situation right now. What is what does that mean? What is a dink? Oh, dual income, no kids. Yeah, I've been looking at like I kind of mentioned it before. I do technically, or I could possibly have um another income opportunity uh like by teaching. Um that would be ideal, because it would be on the college level, and then that way that would help funding, because they might get college for free. But that's if they want to go to the college I'd be working at. So paying for all the things just on my own hurts. Yeah. Well, get out there, man. Start dating. I mean, I'm sure you're dating now, but I mean, there's somebody you're interested in, or you that you've been seeing, and it's becoming serious. My university, oddly enough, doesn't offer 100% free tuition for children. That sucks. But I mean, you know what? That's the thing, though. It's like, even if they don't get 100% free, I mean, at least it's something. I mean, even if they got 50% off, it's at least better than nothing. You know what I mean? But I mean, we'll see. I mean, because that's the thing. It depends. It depends on where they want to go. My oldest, she wants to be. So her goal is to become an author. Um, and she has flat out said that she's going to probably stay local. Which is fine. She's going to go to a community college first, and then work her way through from there. While she's in high school, she can take some college classes. But the bad part about it is, unless it's like online, and even then, it's going to be a little difficult. So she's in like she's involved in everything. I mean, she's in yearbook, she's in um theater, she's in choir. Um so like that kind of poses a little bit of a dilemma because she is involved in so much. It's like, where's the time? Where would she have the time to do a lot of what she wants to do? But it'll get worked out at some point. Now my youngest, she wants to be a an artist. Like she's really into art, which is great. Um so I don't she hasn't even looked or thought about any kind of art school or anything like that. Okay, now the fun part, because where am I getting all these 1x1s? Well, I can do these. Okay, so here's that. And then on top of that, let me see. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I do have one that do. I just didn't want so much dark. I wanted to get it. What color are you focusing on? Well, I wanted, so what I've noticed is the theme of kind of the Riviera, like, is there's a darker base and then a lighter top. And so that's what I was wanting to do, is have the dark blue on the bottom and then sand blue on the top. The problem is that I don't have any 1x2 sand blues other than masonry bricks. So I mean I can switch out this light blue for masonry bricks for the sand blue masonry bricks, but I feel like that might be a little bit too much texture. And then I was thinking, well, because the door. Okay. Must be the money. Hmm. What if I. Hmm. I think maybe because I have more of these, I can add those, and then I have 1x1 sand blue tiles. I have a shit ton of them. So maybe I can put those as that layer. Okay, so Matt, going back to your color question, what color are you focusing on? So what I was saying earlier is basically that I feel uh like the pattern has been dark on the bottom and then a lighter accent color on the top and then just filtering in the highlights. So if you look at if I pop this one, if I do this one, you can kind of see the base is the dark red and then you've got the pink as the primary on top with a couple different colors filtered in. And it actually, for me, it made like it actually does a really good job as far as making, you know, like the textures and the color tones and all of that really well. I'm still not liking that fucking roof. Um, okay, so the issue though is that like you said, there's like the variation, there's too many blues. So I think keeping this blue on just the wind um above the windows is good, but that means there's too many blues. So what I was actually thinking is I have a bunch of these. They're the 1x2 bricks with the snots on the side, the studs on the side. I have a few more of those. I can use those instead of this color, but then add 1x1 sand blue tiles on top of those for pop out texture, and that might look really good and not be so many different blues. Hold on one sec, guys. Hey, what's up? Why?
No clouds in my dome. Let it rain now. Rain, the clouds will be gone. We got the color. It's not hiding love. And keep up better. You know, man. In anticipation for the precipitation back check for the rainy day. Jane, rain man is back. Never miss sunshine beyond the way. Something to be but the beat up. Baby, my baby, you can't make sense. And that's the thing that you are. Separation, you are people. Get out. Straight. Hold on, hold on.